Hey everybody, Richard Fergola here from Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions, and today we're going to do a product review on an American-made product by Gateway Drum Smokers. Gateway Drum Smokers are an American-made product made right here in Missouri, Washington, Missouri to be exact. They have 3 different sizes, and we're going to talk about all 3 of those today. We're going to start with the ever so popular 55-gallon drum, the one that hit the scene like gangbusters in the competition world. Basically, you have a 55-gallon drum, comes with 1 grate and a fire basket. That's exactly how it comes retail. Then we have the 30-gallon drum, which is about half that size, also comes with 1 grate and a fire basket. And we have the new Gateway Go, which is the same diameter as the 30-gallon, just shorter. And you can put it on these legs to make it taller, or you can set it on the ground, so it makes it a great travel grill. As a matter of fact, I just used this grill to travel with for July 4th weekend. We're gonna get into the insides and outs of this with the accessories. A couple things to point out about these Gateway Drum Smokers. On the 55 and the 30, they both have removable lids, and they both have a hook on here that you can hook the lid right here when you're checking on your meat in there. You can put that back on. The 30-gallon does the same thing, has the hook as well. The unique piece about the Gateway Go is it has a hinged lid over here, so you can just lift this up and it stands up just like that. Obviously, on all 3 of these, you have two air valves in the front like this, and then you have the 1 exhaust on top. So you control the temperature, whether it's hot and fast or low and slow. You can do any of that on these grills. You can grill right over the fire. You can use some of the accessories to cook indirect. We're gonna get into that here in a minute. Obviously the finishes here, these are all matte, what we call matte finishes. But you can get these standard colors. You can get blue, you can get black, you can get charcoal gray, you can get red. You can also do custom colors. You can do that by just hooking up with us, and we can talk you through that. You can do a matte finish like this, or you can do a glossy finish. On the glossy finish, which they call the sizzle, it also has a nameplate on the back where you can put a name of your team, favorite team, whatever you want to do with that. So they got all different types of finishes, just exactly for what you want. A couple other things about the Gateway Drum Smokers. All 3 of them all have a handle on each side to make them easier to carry, and also have the standard Gateway Drum temperature gauge up front with the Gateway Drum Smokers badge on the front side. Also, the 55-gallon has wheels that you can put on the bottom, so you can wheel these around. You can add those to the 30-gallon as well. And with this little Gateway Go, obviously you're gonna be carrying this. So that just makes these features make them a little bit easier to move around. All right, let's talk about the first accessory with these Gateway Drum Smokers, and that's the rib rack. And the really cool thing about the rib rack and the Gateway Drum Smokers is you can put a lot of ribs in these things because they're hanging over the fire. Yeah, they're hanging over the fire. So let's talk about on the 55 here. You can see this rib rack, and it comes with these hooks. So you can hang ribs all along these 2 bars right here. So you could get a dozen slabs of ribs on this rib rack, and then it just places in here just like a grate, and then they hang right over the fire. There's different tips and tricks that you can do to help prevent it getting hotter at the end, but there's enough distance in between those ribs that you can cook them all day long, and it's awesome. So the 30-gallon also has the same thing, comes with hooks, fits the 30-gallon. It also does fit the Gateway Go, but you're probably not gonna wanna use that on that guy because the fire basket's so close. And those just slide right in there, and you can see the lid just goes right back on top, and you're cooking a whole bunch of ribs on a small cooker. All right, the next accessory we're gonna talk about is the diffuser plate. The main function of the diffuser plate is so you can do an indirect cook. It's got a lot of circles in it, so you can have heat coming through it. It places right over the fire. There's a ledge just for that in each one of these cookers, and you can put a water pan on it. You can do anything you want, but it's gonna make an indirect cook. If you wanna see what this looks like, come in a little closer. Okay, a couple other features about the Gateway Drums is how many grate levels it has. So in the 55-gallon, you can do a top grate, you can do a second grate below that, and the deflector plate. So it comes with 1 grate, but you can run 2 grates in the 55. In the 30, you could run 2 grates, but you're gonna be over an open fire, or you can run 1 grate with the deflector. And then same thing in the Gateway Go, you do have two levels there, so you could run 2 grates, or you can run a deflector and a grate. So I like to point that out, so it gives you how much space that you can cook on these drums. Surprisingly enough, you can hold a lot of meat on these Gateways with those different levels. Another very cool accessory that Gateway came out with is their Gateway cleaning tool. This thing is awesome, and they manufacture these themselves. You have a scoop here so that you can go down into the Gateway drum and scoop out any grease or ash or anything like that. What's really also awesome on this is they've got these hooks right inside here. So these can actually hook right inside the handle of the fire basket, so you can lift that out that way, or you can use this hook on the other end to go down and reach in and pull that out so you don't burn yourself. And then on the other side here, you've got a scraper so you could scrape off your grates if you need to. And then obviously just the scoop here to clean out anything at the bottom. Awesome accessory. We sell these at all 4 of our stores as well. If you get a Gateway, you're gonna wanna get one of these. Okay, last couple accessories I wanna mention for the Gateway is a cover. So actually Gateway makes a 2-layer cover. So you have like an insulated piece that can go over, and then you actually have a very outdoor weathered type cover that goes over the top of that. They have drawstrings. So if you're traveling with these, which a lot of people do, they put them on their RVs, put them in the back of their trucks, whatever. You can cinch these covers tight, and that protects your drum while you're going down the road, or just leaving it outside. These are great covers. And then lastly, I don't have one here, but on these handles, they make shelves that can slide right on your handles, so you can have side shelves for these Gateways as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this product review today on our YouTube channel of the Gateway drum smokers made right here in Missouri, an American-made product. If you want to check out these or any of our other American-made products, check us out at any of our 4 locations, Orlando, Colorado, or Kansas City, or at ProudSoulsBBQ.com.